Chapter 7 Dissolution of Partnership Firm. This chapter comes for maximum theories or the journal entry as for the 4 marks. Now here we'll start with the introduction. When a second person or a person join a business is called a partnership or a partnership firm. Generally, a partnership is dissolved or terminate whenever a new partner is admitted or an old partner retires or dies. Here they are talking about the admission and the retiring partner. Chapter 5 and 6. It is not necessary that the formation or dissolution of a partnership indicate that the business to be discontinued. It may continue even after such changes occur. Now here we'll start about this chapter that at the dissolution of the partnership firm, the assets are sold off and out of this proceed. The liabilities of the firms are paid off and after the first 2 steps, the remaining amount taken by partner as a capital, they are separated from the firm. Now what it means, when the dissolution of partnership firm is done, first the asset will be sold off, then the liability has to be paid off, then the remaining surplus amount, whatever amount will remain, that will be taken by the partner as a capital, and then they separated from the firm. Now in short, dissolution of partnership firm means the discontinue of partnership firm. Now the thing what I am explaining you have to write down in your notebook. Moving to the next, meaning. Now here I have explained 2 meaning. One is the dissolution of a partnership firm and one is the dissolution of partnership, because it is frequently have been asked in the exam. So first, when a partnership firm closed down its business on a permanent basis, it is known as dissolution of partnership firm. And dissolution of partnership means when business is not closed down due to retirement or death of a partner or due to any other reason, and remaining partner, it can be a 1 partner or 2 partner, remaining whatever partner is remain, they keep business continue, it is a dissolution of partnership. Now this is the theory which is quite important, that is dissolution of partnership firm. Here I put the page number where you will get the detail of it. Now dissolution has been made by the method of dissolution and the legal and other provision and generally proceeding of dissolution. This question have been mainly asked in the small question as well. Next, moving to the accounting treatment of dissolution. At the time of dissolution of firm, all assets of firm are sold and the liabilities are paid from the realized income, and remaining surplus are taken by the partner as capital, and the books of account are closed. To incorporate complete procedure, the following accounting treatments are given. Now these are the 4 accounts which has been prepared at the time of dissolution of partnership. First is realization account. Now an account which is prepared at the time of dissolution to give the accounting treatment to dispose of asset and the payment of liability is taken as realization account. Please put on your earphone to listen to me very carefully. This is the first account which is prepared in the dissolution of partnership, just to make a treatment for the asset and liability. That will go further and check what it is. Partners loan account. Now many times for a financial assistance purpose, partners provide loan to the business. And at the time of dissolution, partners loan are repaid prior to the redemption of the capital of partner. यानी कि पार्टनर को remaining surplus capital देने से पहले ये loan as a liability they paid off, then they redeem the capital of the partner. So thus at the time of dissolution, partners loan account are also prepared. This is prepared for the accounting treatment of the asset and the payment of liability, and this for the payment of the partner's loan. Then the partner's capital and current account. At the time of dissolution, partner's capital is redeemed after the payment of all the liabilities. Cash and bank account. Now since firm is dissolved and transactions are done in cash form or in the bank form. Now cash account is not transferred at the realization account. Remember, cash is the current asset, but this account is not going to transfer at the realization, that is here. It is not going to transfer. All cash receipt and payment are recorded in this account. Moving to the next. Now as I told you in the beginning only that this chapter is covering maximum journal entry. So here we'll start with the journal entry at the time of dissolution. Now, here are the amount which is accumulated reserve, and these 2 points have to be written together. I first wrote it and then I wrote the second one, but it should be together. Now here is the explanation. Now, reserve account, investment fluctuation fund, workman accidental compensation fund, profit and loss account. These we already gave in entry in our chapter 5 and 6. Here also same thing we are going to do. We are going to take them all on the debit side to the partner's capital account while giving the journal entry. We used to keep this. Now this amount of accumulated reserve are not transferred to the realization account. Realization यानी कि ये बात कर रहे हैं, ये अकाउंट में ये ट्रांसफर नहीं होता. These accounts are not either asset or a liability but a components of the capital. Hence, it is transferred to the partner's capital account in their profit sharing ratio. So this is how they distribute. And if the profit and loss debit side, it also written debit profit and loss, and also written at profit and loss in bracket loss. So that time this account will be credited and the partner's capital account will be debited. These two have to write together. You can write down this explanation first and then you can write down this two journal entry. Moving to the next. Now when assets are closed at their book value. Remember, when asset is closed, it is closed at their book value and transferred to the realization account. Now here all the asset which has been credited, when it is passed to the realization account will be debited, and all the asset, that is land and building, plant and machinery, whatever, this all is going to move into the credit side. Here also I made a note that the balance of cash and bank account is not transferred to the realization account, which I have explained you here the same. Moving to the next journal entry. It is total 10 journal entry, but you have to remember this journal entry while solution of the exercise. You need this information. So when account of provision are closed and transfer to the realization account, what entry should be passed? The bad debt reserve, discount reserve on debtor, depreciation fund account and receivable account are going to debit it to realization account. This all a journal entry which I am reading right now is only about when the dissolution of firm is done, that how this entry is passed to the realization and what side and which side it will be moved. Now when liability accounts are closed and transferred to the realization account. So creditor, this is all related to the debtors and it comes at the asset side. Now here I am talking about the liabilities, that is creditor, bills payable, bank overdraft, workman profit sharing fund, outstanding expense, etc. all will be debited to realization. Fifth point, when assets are sold. Now here when assets are sold, obviously cash comes in to realization account. When asset has taken over by the partner, then the respective partner name to realization account. And when income is received for the unrecorded asset, the cash comes in to realization account. Next, when liabilities are paid. When the cash is paid, obviously cash goes out, तो ये credit side आ जाएगा, realization account to cash account. When liability paid and accepted by the partner, that time realization account to respective partner's capital account will be credited, and unrecorded liability is paid, again cash will come down and realization account will be debited. In short, if you want to remember, you can remember that liabilities में realization account debit side होता है for journal entry. This I will explain you with the table as well. Seventh one, when dissolution's expense of partnership firm is paid, realization account will be debited and to the cash account. The whatever expense have been paid, the cash will go out. Next is when any partner accept the liability. That time realization account to respective partner's capital account, and at the time of dissolution expenses accepted by partner but paid by the firm. That time respective partner's capital account to cash account when it is paid by the firm. Moving to the next journal entry. When loan of partner is paid, जब पैसा दिया जा रहा है तो obviously कंपनी फर्म में से पैसा जा रहा है, to whom we are paying? To the partner's loan account. Then distribution of the balance of the realization account. Now this is not needable because we are not going to do the big question, but it may possible comes in the small question. So if it is profit, the realization will be debited, and if it is loss, realization will be credited. And opposite you have to put partner's capital, or if in the question current account has been passed, so that time it means the fixed capital method has been asked, so current account will be given. Then if when partner's current account is क्लोज. अगर पार्टनर्स करंट अकाउंट क्लोज करें तो पार्टनर्स करंट अकाउंट टू कैपिटल अकाउंट if it is credit balance, and if it shows the debit balance, partners capital account will be debited to the partners current account. Moving to the question number 11, when the partners capital account close. Here I explain about the current account, and if we are closing the capital account, then capital's account debited to the bank cash account, that is if it is having a credit balance, and if it is having a debit balance, so bank and cash account will be debited to the partners capital account. This is all for the closing, this 9, 10 and 11. And here we'll start the solution, but before I start the solution I want to show you, this is the point which is given on your page number 286 in the textbook. Here my numbers will be different. The same thing have been explained in the textbook, but it is quite theoretical and more details are given. Here I made it short in my book, and the same thing is given. This is how you also get an option. If you don't remember the journal entry, remember this table, then also you will remember कि journal entry कहाँ पे देना है. पर एग्जाम में मैक्सिमम journal entry ही पूछा जाता है. It is up to you. You can remember this or you can remember the journal entry. Now we'll start with the solution of the question number 5. I am starting a solution of question number 5 given on your page number 311. Pass journal entry for the following transaction of firm in the case of firm dissolution. Now here the firm has been dissolved. Now here are some of the adjustment have been given, how to give entry for such kind of entries. First one, at the time of dissolution the book value of goodwill is 56,000 and no amount is so for such kind of transaction when it is been asset hai and it is dissolution. So what we have learned, realization account will be debited to goodwill account at the time of dissolution, and the amount of goodwill is 56,000. Now moving to the next. Now in the balance sheet land and building 8 lakh and investment of 2 lakh are disclosed, and respectively 9 lakh and 1 lakh 50,000 are realized from them. यानी कि उनको बेचने पर लैंड एंड बिल्डिंग 9 लाख में बिका और इन्वेस्टमेंट 1,50,000 में बिका. But first we'll give the end. First we'll close the land and building and investment as we are as per the dissolution rules. So first we'll write down realization account as usual, and first we'll give entry of the book, that is land and building, the value of land and building before realization. We are closing this account. Investment account, that is amount 8 lakh plus 2 lakh, it is 10 lakh. So here comes 8 lakh for land and building and investment 2 lakh. And on the selling of this 2 we got the 9 lakh plus 1,50,000. So here we got the cash or slash bank account debited to realization account. 9 lakh plus 1,50,000, here we receive 11,50,000. This is how you have to give the journal entry. Moving to the third, total asset of the firm are 2 lakh, out of which 40% of the current asset including cash of rupees 10,000 book value is realized. Now book value is realized, but remember we don't have to take a cash. So first we'll take a calculation. First we'll take the total asset, that is 2 lakh, and first we'll make it separate, current asset and the fixed asset. 2 lakh में से पहले 40% remove कर दो for the current asset. Here I found 40% of 2 lakh, that is 80,000. So out of 100 अगर 40% current asset है तो remaining 60% will be fixed asset. So I kept the 1,20,000 as it is. Now out of this 80,000, first I removed 10,000 cash. Remember we don't have to take a cash. So the remaining value of the current asset is 70,000. So fixed asset is 1,20,000 and the current asset is 70,000. The total is 1 lakh. The time of dissolution will give the entry like realization account will be debited, and as this is the asset, we'll keep them down. That is fixed asset account to current asset account. The amount of this two is 1,20,000 70,000. The total of this two is 1,90,000. Then this has been realized. इनको बेच दिया, तो बेचने के टाइम पे we got the money. So cash/bank account debited is the first entry, and the second to realization account. Amount is 1,90,000. 1,90,000. Moving to the next question, that is the fourth one. Goodwill is not disclosed in the book, but 50,000 is realized during the dissolution. Now here, at the time of dissolution, and 50,000 is realized. जब हमने ये किया था, this one we did that at a time of dissolution, book value of goodwill has been shown 56,000 and no amount has been realized. तब हमने एंट्री दिया था realization account to goodwill account, and this time the goodwill is not disclosed in the book, but 50,000 has been realized. यानी कि बेचने पर हमको 50,000 मिला. तो यहाँ पे एंट्री होगा like cash account, that cash comes in, you can write down cash and bank account debited to realization account with the amount 50,000. Moving to the next next question. The value of laptop is 35,000. Now one partner has taken it for rupees 25,000. So first we'll close it by giving realization account debited to laptop, as a laptop is counted as a machine. So first we'll close this account. Then the partners had been taken this. So partners capital account will be debited to realization account. And this time the partner have taken this with the amount 25,000. Moving to the next, sixth question. A partner has accepted to pay a loan of his Srimati of rupees 40,000 which was given to the firm. Now here the payment of loan is done. So here we'll write down that Srimati's loan account will be debited to partners capital account, and amount of the loan is 40,000 which has been paid by the partner. Okay, so we have to write down partners capital account. Seventh one is the income tax liability is not payable. 30,000 is not recorded in the book. Now when unrecorded liability is paid, the cash goes out, and here we have to write down realization account with the amount 30,000. Next, eighth one. Now after making the payment of all the liabilities and loan of the partner, the firm surplus of asset is 1,20,000. The profit and loss sharing ratio of the partner is ABC is 5:3:2. Now these are the partners is given, their ratio is given, and the surplus amount which have to be distributed between the partner. So here the amount will be written like realization account will be debited with the 1,20,000 and will be distributed between the partners, that is A, B and C. And this will be distributed into the ratio of 5:3:2. Next, ninth. Machine is disclosed in the book at the time of dissolution at rupees 2 lakh and the book value is realized. यानी कि 2 lakh मिल गया. तो entry will be like realization account will be debited to machinery. So this first entry to close the account with the amount 2 lakh. And on realizing it, the cash comes in with the amount same 2 lakh क्योंकि 2 लाख में ही बिका, टू रियलाइजेशन account, that is 2 lakh. Next, 10th one. Now, one partner has accepted the responsibility to undertake dissolution procedure and in the return of it decided to pay remuneration of rupees 20,000 and an amount on account of expense firm has paid him 12,000. So first the partner is taking a responsibility. So here the entry will be realization account will be debited to the respective partner capital, whoever the partner who have accepted the responsibility first will debit the amount with the amount 20,000 and then the expense have been paid, so the cash has been go out and given to the partner, the respective partner's capital account, and the amount of this is 12,000. Next, 11th one, there are debtors of 1,20,000 and creditors of 60,000 at the time of dissolution of firm, and the one partner has taken a debtor at 20% then the book value less, यानी कि 20% कम करना पड़ेगा 1,20,000 में से, and accepted to pay creditor, the creditor will go full. Here is the calculation of the debtors. First I took the amount of 1,20,000 which is given in the question. Then I removed 20% of 1,20,000. So 20,000 get minus with this. The remaining value is 96,000. But before we give any entry of this, first we will give entry to close it out. The entry will be realization account debited to debtors account, that is first we'll take the real value of it, book value 1,20,000, same for the creditor, debited to realization account with the amount 60,000. Now we'll give entry for after discount, that is partners capital / current account to realization account, that is for the debtor amount is 96,000. When you are giving entry for debtor, see realization to debtor after the discount, when the partner is taking the partner's capital account to realization account, and for the creditor you have to take realization account at the debit side, pass on to the partner's capital current account. Please don't go on my handwriting, make hope you people understand. 60,000. Moving to the last question of this, question number 5. The profit and loss sharing ratio between the partner R, B and I is 3:1. Undertaken the disposal of the following balance: general reserve 18,000, debit balance, that is debit balance means the loss, profit and loss account 12,000, and workman profit sharing fund 18,000. So this you have to give entry like what we used to give in the first, 5th and the 6th chapter. We'll take general reserve on the debit side to pass on to the partner. Here the partner is RBI. The amount of 18,000 will distribute into their ratio, that is 3:1. Same for the workman. I kept the workman accidental compensation fund just to make you for the explanation that workman, again the same thing will do. Accidental compensation fund account will be debited, and again this will distributed between the 3 partner into the ratio of 3:1. This is how you have to distribute. And when it is given profit and loss account debit balance, it means it's a loss. So that time you have to keep this profit and loss account debit on the credit side with the amount 12,000, and the partners will comes on the debit side, that is R, B and I. This is how you have to distribute between the partner into their ratio 3:1. Here we finish question number 5. Moving to the question number 6, which is given on your page number 311. Now pass journal entry from the following transaction when realization account is prepared. The first one is book value of machine is 50,000, which is taken over by the partner Darshan for rupees 55,000. So first we'll give entry of machine for realization. So entry will be realization account debited to machinery account, that is 50,000. Then the partner is taking over this machine, so we'll write down Darshan's capital account debited to realization account, and the Darshan is taking for rupees in amount 55,000, so keep that amount. Next, partner Bimal has accepted to pay bills payable for rupees 15,000. Now first we'll give entry of the liability, bills payable account debited to realization account with the amount 15,000. Then it is written that partner will accept to pay. So when partner is ready to pay, we'll give entry realization account debited to the partner's respective partner capital account. This following amount will be continued. Third one, past bad debt was written off as 11,000, out of which 6,000 is recovered. Past it was written by the 11,000, but here we received is 6,000. So here we'll give entry that cash we received to realization, as we are getting amount, we'll write 6,000. Fourth one, book value of sundry asset, before it was 2,70,000 and realized 2,27,000. So first we'll, as it is asset, so we'll give entry realization will comes at the debit side to sundry asset. Before the value was 2,70,000. Then on selling it, here we received the money cash / bank account to realization, that is 2,27,000. Next, the fifth one is sundry creditors 60,000 paid at 25% discount. Now the creditors, first we'll give entry for the creditors, then the paid money after discount. Here I already made the calculation, but first, as it is the liability, so we'll keep creditor on the debit side and realization on the credit side. Realization account amount is 60,000. Then it is written that paid at 25% discount. So first take 60,000 and remove 25% of it. It is 15,000. So after discount the value is 45,000. So cash goes out. Here we'll write realization account. After the realization, after discount, the amount has been paid 45,000. Next, unrecorded tax paid is 5,000. Now here the cash has been paid. So what will give to cash / bank account, and here realization account will be debited with the amount 5,000. Again, next is dissolution expense paid. Again money is going out. The entry will be realization account debited to cash / bank account with the amount 5,000 again. Next, goodwill is not disclosed in the book, but 20,000 realized from the sale of it at the time of dissolution. Now here we received money on the sale of, though cash/bank account will be kept on the debit side to realization account. The amount will be 20,000. So here we finish the chapter, because from this 7th chapter it is not in your syllabus, so till here only. And as you have already seen that illustration 1, which is given on your page number 286, is in your homework. It is quite important for it. It comes for the 4 marks in your question paper. So do the practice of illustration 1 as well.